YouTube, how's it going? It's your friendly neighborhood tapper Dan back with another Match Attax video. Now that I'm caught up on the times, I'll be showing you my binder for the Match Attax 2017-18 collection. This just came out back in late September, and I've managed to complete the entire base set. I'm only missing 10 limited editions, 11 if you include the Platinum Kevin De Bruyne. That's going to be a trip to find. And also have some of the exclusive cards from different products and retail stores. And before we get too far, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. That way you never miss a video from your friendly neighborhood tapper Dan. Okay, now that my shameless plug is out of the way, let's get started with the binder. Now, before I get started with the set itself, I do have a couple of special guests. These are some autograph cards that I managed to find along the way. These are I found them cheap, found them from a reputable seller, and I couldn't be happier. We'll start off with the big fella himself, the King, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, I do have his regular card unsigned later in this binder, but to get the card of the big fella, I'm just beyond thrilled. And then this card here, I probably already spoiled it from when I first opened the page, but this one, as far as Manchester United autographs goes, this one just is the king of the crop. It's Sir Alex Ferguson. I found a great price for it, checked it out, it's legit. I'm beyond the moon. My next autograph to get from Manchester United is going to be that Dutch striker, Ruud van Nistelrooy, but finding his Match Attax cards is kind of tricky enough. Trying to find a signed one is probably going to be a trip and a half. And I do have to give a shout out with this set, and I should have done it with my 2016-17 collection. The eBay seller that I bought my cards from, see, I bought a box of Match Attax and the binder initially just on my own. And then I was missing a lot of cards. I found an eBay seller. Her name is Darrena. I'm going to post a link to her eBay page and all my Match Attax videos. She had the completed set for an unbeatable price. Even managed to find a couple cards that I wasn't looking for, but would fill a hole in the collection. So she was a great help in completing my 16-17 set. So then when I went to track down this year's set, I saw another listing. It was everything. Great price. Looked at the seller. It was her. So I snapped on that one in a nanosecond. And she was amazing. Like I said, I'm going to post a link to her eBay page on all my Match Attax videos. Definitely give her business, folks. She's good. She'll take care of it. She's got her stuff's reasonably priced. Like I said, she will definitely take care of you. Okay, now that I've gotten her shameless plug out of the way, now let's get on with this year's collection, starting, of course, with AFC Bournemouth. I do like this year's collection the binder in that the cards go in on the side. Like, look at Kyle here. They don't slide into the top like normal binder pages do. The opening is here on the side. I think the cards stay in the binders a lot better. I noticed that with both the 16-17 series, both regular and extra, that they had that same problem. And this year there isn't that. The cards stay in a lot better. And there's David Luiz and Cesar Azpilicueta. You'll see cards of them later. Their other cards you'll see when I do a Match Attax, my Match Attax team, which that'll be my next video in my series. And N'Golo Kante, the big fella from France, with another bang for the buck player, 90 defense for only £5 million. Insane, but insanely good. And there's Waza, his first card as a member of Everton. Here's Kasper Schmeichel again. I'm thinking about tracking down. There is a Match Attax card of his father, Peter Schmeichel. I'm thinking about tracking it down. I know I can't play it anywhere recently, but still be cool to have. Liverpool, Man City. I hope they go down this weekend. It is Derby weekend, folks. Hope Zlatan gets to do some Eber-Cadabra on them. And speaking of the derby, there's Manchester United. And of course, the unsigned version of the big fella. Then we go into Newcastle, Southampton, Stoke, Swansea, Tottenham, who have a lot of good bang for the buck players. Just in base cards alone. I mean, in between Vertonghen, Alderweireld, and Danny Rose, that high of a defensive line, and for that cheap. And their keeper, Hugo Lloris, is no slouch either. Just a real good, solid defensive line for your teams. Then Watford, West Bromwich Albion, and finally West Ham United. Now we're into our Assist Kings, Freestylers, Powerhouse, Set Piece Specialists. Or as I called it in the previous video, the Yada Yada Yadas. A lot of good, solid cards in this one. The absolute beast, surprise, surprise, is Mr. N'Golo Kante. £8 million for a 97 defense. That's practically 100 club. That's about there's very few attackers that are gonna top that. Then after that, we go into our Man of the Match series. And then we finally get to our 100 clubs. Starting off with who should have gotten the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I'm salty, I know. And that ends off our 100 clubs and then all 6 tactic cards. And then we start with our limited editions. This is the most complete limited edition run I've seen in person at all. Starting with Paul Pogba. Now this series, I am going to definitely try to at least get the Pogba cards to have the full Manchester United ones. Then Sergio Aguero. Aguero's actually, and Pogba both are actually both in my Match Attax team. For me, a full run of Firmino, Laurent Koscielny, and Christian Eriksen, both of which are in my Match Attax team. And then the gold level David Luiz, which just came today, actually. So that's a very new arrival. Next up, we have the International Stars cards. These were only available in packs from Tesco's. They'd be marked on the packet, International Stars. You got one a pack. And there's the full set of 16. Next up is the kit cards. These were in the kit box. They don't do anything special for the team. It's like the club badge. On the back, it lists all the players on that roster. And to finish off, this was another eBay purchase from Darrena Oni. Was all the Megatin cards. And a lot of these you'll see when I do a team video. You'll see several of these in that video. You first have your defensive masters, like I said, a lot of which you'll see later. Midfield masters, then followed up by goal machines. That Lukaku you'll see later. And then finished up with the game changers. So as you can see, not much room left. Maybe if I find the MasterCard or the Platinum Kevin De Bruyne, I can put those right there. No room for any Pro 11s, which I've already won 2 so far this season on Match Attax Live, and I'm hoping to get more. And that actually wraps up the first part of this video. I also wanted to share with you my current ranking on Match Attax Live, because I do play that a lot, and it helps. Not only is it a way to play the game when you don't have a soul that's able to play with you, but it helps you learn the cards that you have, learns the cards that your opponents could have. So I'm going to pause the video for a second, and when I come back, I will show you the current standings. All right, folks, back with my really bad camera work here. You'll have to forgive me for that. But there's my current rankings on Match Attax Live. I'm in the top 20 in the world, which is beyond great, but to be the top Match Attax player in the country, I'm beyond thrilled. I'm just got to keep plugging away, and it'll stay that way. All right, folks, and with that, that brings this video to a wrap. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And don't forget, be sure to hit that like button, turn on notifications, and hit subscribe so you never miss one of my videos. Guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.